Hi, it's Troy Wilde with Troy Wilde Interviews, the podcast dedicated to interviewing comics all over the United States. I'm recording this video on my iPhone, as you may tell. It's on a tripod. The phone is positioned on a tripod about this big, and they always say, don't look into the camera, but I am looking into the camera. Anyways, the podcast, we are 10 episodes in. We just published episode 10 featuring Menuhin Hart, a comic from New York City. I'm reading from the press release now, so if I seem like I'm kind of like reading from something, I am reading from something. Menuhin is a very funny guy. He's also very intelligent. We explore the why of his comedy, the influences, the motivation, the material, the biggest fails, the biggest kills. We also ask if the pain of racism makes black comics funnier. Some of the best comedy comes from the most painful experiences. Again, we're on iTunes and Google Play. The podcast is dedicated to interviewing comics all over the United States. A lot of diversity in people and opinions, and let's face it, where we grow up and where we live can have a lot to do on our worldview and our perspective. I have about 20 years of experience, radio news, morning radio shows, and a lifelong passion for all things comedy. I've performed at the world-famous Comedy Store. I've done stand-up quite a few times, and I have a huge amount of respect for the craft and the people more than anything who have the guts, the courage to get up on that stage. Ultimately, the timing for this podcast is ideal. About 60 million Americans listen to at least one podcast per month. I've had this idea for about a decade. Initially, I thought it would play well as a syndicated radio program, but I lacked the motivation and ambition to pursue that avenue, and now I can produce this podcast, have a blast with some of the best working comics, and I don't even have to leave my house. I basically sacrificed a radio career because I didn't want to leave Arizona, where I've been for 20 years, and that worked out okay, and now I don't even have to leave my house. I don't like to go outside. That's why I'm recording this video inside. Troy Wilde Interviews coming your way. So many more comics from around the United States on iTunes, Google Play. We publish at least one episode every week. And of course, our website at TroyWilde, TroyWilde.com. Thank you so much.